from. So I'm from a little city. That's a reach. I'm from a village called Dunsandel. Has anybody heard of this before? That was quite a derisory laugh there. I'm not gonna lie. Are you from Dunsandel as well?
No, I'm from a place called Albury. It's tiny.
It's that same thing. So I've got to give you an idea of how small Dunsandel. What's that?
It's on State Highway 1, isn't it?
Yeah. You've driven through it. I'm sure you probably didn't realise there was. Yeah, you probably didn't realise there was a city there, but you've definitely been through it. And yeah, sorry, I keep using the word city very gratuitously there. We'll call it a hamlet from now on because that sounds kind of nice and it is classic comedy. I'll take the laugh. It's Dunsandel. So I return there every now and then just to catch up with old friends and stuff. And one of the last times I visited, we were having a soiree, if you will, which was a fire in the ground and a bunch of people sitting around it, listening to Disturbed. And I noticed there were two guys that had their arms in a sling. And I kind of said, what's all that about? I assumed it was a rugby accident or something. But they said, no, we had an interesting incident a couple of weeks ago. And I said, what happened? And they started off the story with one of my favourite start-offs to any stories. They said, at the time, it seemed like a good idea. Which is just, a banger of a story is coming when they say that. And I said, so what happened? And they said, well, what we wanted to do was we wanted to try a drive-by high five. I don't know if more needs to be explained. One man stood on the side of the road like this, and another guy drove his Skyline GTR on the other side, drove along, and their hands connected, and broke or dislocated both of their elbows. And so I heard the story, and I said, what part of that seemed like a good idea at the time? And this is 100% true. They said to me, we thought it would be a really loud noise. And they were right. It just wasn't the noise they thought it was going to be. There was bones breaking and it was screaming. So that's where I grew up, really.